The last thing I want to do in this first section of tutorials is to show you how to put a background into your activity, your game, your display, your presentation, whatever you may be creating. So down here, we know that this is where we add a new sprite. If you just slide a little bit over to the right, you can click on here and you get the same or very similar options. I want to paint a new background as opposed to creating a new sprite. So I click on that and we get a window that looks very same, except this time we're now dealing with a new background. So what I'm going to do is start here with a couple of big squares. I want to have, let's go with a really light blue in my background. We'll go with that one there, I guess. And I'm simply going to create a very large square over my entire background. And you see it change. So there's my sky. And I'm going to create some grass. So for the grass, I'm going to switch my outline right off. And I'm going to switch my paint color to a bright green. Let's go somewhere around there. And I'm going to take, now notice this line right here is the edge of my page. Let me just stop my net from buzzing around here. So anytime I go beyond that outline, you're going to see it just go off the screen. So I'm going to do kind of a sloppy grass thing going on here. And I go around the outside and back up. And now I'm going to fill that in with that same green color. So there's my ground. I'm going to add a tree. Let's see if we can find ourselves a brown. There we go. There's my tree, just absolutely stunning. And let's do a canopy on our tree. So I'll go back to an even darker green than we had before. Okay, and let's do a random. And I'm going to go beyond because this tree kind of goes beyond the edge of our screen, and I'll fill it in. So there is our tree. Now again, if I go back to my game and I play it, you see that my cloud is no longer at the back. So I'm going to go to my code for my cloud. Oh, no, I don't need to change that. My background obviously is going to be behind. So I'm simply going to move my cloud up. Okay, let's stop that. Come on, cloud, move up. There we go. So my cloud is floating off in the distance. You know, let's make it smaller because it is a cloud way off in the distance. We'll make it size 30 something. There it is. And we'll play. So there's my cloud. It's going to go in front of my tree, which is a bit strange, but that's fine. And I have my butterfly buzzing around. I have my net doing its net thing. Okay, so I'm happy with what I have at this point. The next section of videos we're going to look at is going to go beyond simple motion, and we're going to start to add costume changes to our characters, which means when our character moves around, we're going to see it move as opposed to just moving stationary where it is. Now I see something's gone on goofy with my cloud there. Let me just see if I can fix that quickly before my time runs out of my video here. So I'm going to go back to my code for my cloud. If on edge bounce, it looks like it's going on a bit of an angle. So let's just take it then and move it up, and we'll leave that and we'll address that later on. Okay, so there we go. I'm happy with that. That is part one of Scratch, and we're going to move into part two, which I said we'll be dealing with changing the costumes of our characters.